Carrying a load alters the physical performance of a vehicle, such as braking, centre of gravity and performance. Loading, restraining and unloading correctly helps keep you and those you are sharing the road with safe. Loading a vehicle inappropriately by overloading it or not securing the payload properly can result in serious injuries to drivers and other road users, as well as causing road incidents, including rollovers. Simple, recurring actions such as changes in speed, taking a steep road, or turning a corner can cause a load to shift. This requires checking load restraints before the journey starts and during each break. And if not properly restrained, even a light load is as likely to fall from a vehicle as a heavy load. The G-forces are the same irrespective of weight. In 2020, 4% of heavy vehicle incidents caused by driver error showed load, load positioning, and load restraint as the sub-cause.
So challenges for load restraint, I think training, people up correctly. I think that's a big challenge because I think in this day and age there's not enough training, I'll be honest, so even through drivers getting their licence, I think as part of the licence it should be, load restraint should be, part of that. I mean, if you don't have the right training and the right load restraints used incorrectly, you look at the worst case scenario, it could cause death or serious harm, so yeah.
Every day of the week's a challenge because every bin is loaded, either overloaded, loaded wrong, in as far as, they'll go and chuck a whole heap of concrete or something on the top of the bin, and especially a hook truck, it makes it top heavy while you're not overloaded, just that extra weight on top. If somebody's not experienced enough, there's every chance they could actually roll the truck over.
Before I go out on the road, go on the weighbridge, make sure I'm not over, and then that gives me the security that I'm A-OK, I'm not breaking the law, We all know what we have to carry, so really there's no excuse, and the weighbridge won't let you out. You get a tip off if you're overloaded. Just let the loader know, hey, I was over by 200 kilos. You go to the overloading section, tip it out and go back on the weighbridge and recheck your weight before you go out on the road, and that's then updated on your phone and you record it on your paperwork. So if you pulled over, you're not overweight.
As an organisation, understand the applicable legislation and your obligations, including the development of policies and procedures, training and refresher training, and the purchase of suitable load restraint equipment. Manage and support your staff. Know the roles that each team member plays and the different types of vehicles that they work with. Regular and targeted training sessions are crucial for the team to know the different requirements. Consider having a load manager, somebody who specifically knows how to deal with different loads in various vehicles, and that supports driver training. Complete the loading and unloading processes with your drivers periodically to identify the possible challenges and issues that they face. And follow the latest guidelines when selecting the restraint system that works best for the types of vehicles or loads that staff will be working with, and if possible, perform on-site testing. Have the appropriate equipment and training to enable drivers and other staff to follow safe loading and unloading protocols. Schedule inspection or replacement for items that wear out, and train people who conduct the inspections to identify when equipment should be replaced.
The moment that material starts to come over the top, the bin is overloaded. Now, I say to them, there's a thing called chain of responsibility, and it starts from you. If I go out on the road and I have an accident and they go through auditing the business and the company, it'll come back to you, as in hefty fines, maybe even jail.
My safety tips for loading and unloading is just be be aware of your surroundings, for one. Number two, I think that you've got to be in the right frame of mind, because there's a lot of responsibility out there that you've got. It's not only your life, it's other people's lives as well. So my safety tip is to be careful what you do, be aware, and always stay alert.
Choose a suitable vehicle and restraint equipment for your load. Different load types require different restraint systems and strategies. Pay attention to each step of the loading process, because it gives you confidence that the vehicle and load will respond exactly as expected during your journey, and this can save you from potential road incidents. Make checking load restraint part of your pre-start inspection right before you leave. Something might have changed since you loaded the vehicle. And take your time checking. The key is to properly follow it through, because once you're on the road, there aren't many second chances. Always check your load is firmly restrained whenever you stop for a break, after harsh braking or a violent manoeuvre. When taking breaks or waiting for the vehicle to be unloaded, make sure that you're in a safe area. Remember, loads can shift even when the vehicle is still. And check location conditions such as the slope and ground stability before you start the unloading process. Loading, restraining, and unloading properly keeps you and those you're sharing the road with safe.